Hello everyone, this is Asdeen Fasasi with Holistic Health Consulting. Today I'm going to talk about what I just bought at the grocery store. First, let me say this, I shop at 3 different grocery stores. I live in the DC area and close to my home is a Costco, a Whole Foods, and a Trader Joe's, and I shop at all 3. And I'm going to briefly go into why that is. What do I get at the Costco? I get bulk items, I get non-perishables, I get those things that I can get the best value for, like these raspberries, these Driscoll raspberries. Great price at Costco, they're organic, almost twice the price at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. So I also get these organic blueberries. Obviously this is all in season, and it really depends on the season what I get. A month ago I was getting bananas. I'm not getting bananas anymore because it's no longer banana season. Even though the bananas are grown in another country, the principle of eating seasonally still stands. So yeah, I'm getting the organic blueberries at Costco. Great deal on those. So that's that. The seaweed, organic roasted seaweed, great product. My 4-year-old loves this. Comes in super handy when we're traveling and just, good to snack on. Then I go to the Whole Foods, and Whole Foods is relatively expensive. I think everybody knows that. The running joke is they should call it a whole paycheck. So I try to limit my purchases at Whole Foods to fresh produce. And they do have high quality fresh produce. And so I get my lacinato kale at Whole Foods. I get my whole bunched celery, all organic obviously. And I get my heads of lettuce at Whole Foods. Good quality, very fresh. It's worth it. Worth the trip. I also like their Caesar salad, so I get that organic Caesar salad. And very good point, I get their milk. Why do I get Whole Foods milk? Because they sell 1 quart organic milk, and I haven't found this many other places. Most grocers don't sell 1 quart sized milk in the organic variant, and it's very important, as I write in the 8 principles of good health, modern health advice from an ancient healing system. It's very important to get your animal products from organic variants if you can. It's a little more expensive, but it's worth it. And I read about why it's worth doing, why getting your meats, your milks, your cheeses in organic form is definitely worth it. Milk does have excellent properties. There are many virtues. Foremost in my mind right now is it is great for the lungs. Cow milk is very good for your lungs, and now with COVID and lung health being so prominent now in the social conversation, milk is helpful for that. So I get my milk from there. Also, last point, it doesn't go bad as quickly. I've noticed the organic variant. So then I make my way over to Trader Joe's. I get my Canadian style white bread. I love this. It's white, but at the same time it's whole grain white bread. I don't know how they do that. Very tasty. I've been getting it for years. I get my apples, organic Honeycrisp apples. They're pretty expensive, about 100 or 140, 150 each. But my son really likes them, so I get a few at Trader Joe's. I don't get these at Whole Foods because they just don't taste as good. They cost a little more at Whole Foods, but the Trader Joe's, I've noticed, their Honeycrisp organic apples taste better than Whole Foods. So that's why I get it at Trader Joe's. I also did get these at Whole Foods. I forgot to mention these darlings, mandarins, right? And they were on sale actually. And I believe they were on sale because they're going out of season, and this may be one of the last weeks to get them fresh. So these are really good. My son loves them. I love them. Tastes great. Then at Trader Joe's, I get these tomatoes on the vine. They're organic. They're still kind of in season. Soon they won't be, so I'm still getting them. These are great, a great go-to if you're in a pinch, you don't have any leftovers, you need a quick meal, just add some fresh greens to it and you got a meal. This is a lamb vindaloo. This is a Trader Joe's kind of TV dinner, frozen Indian food, very tasty. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I got this at Costco. I get these sweet peppers, these small sweet peppers, and they taste great. I cook them in a number of ways, and if I don't use the whole bag within just a few days, then I freeze them and then I use them that way. Alright, I guess we're jumping around, but that's okay. I get these Danish butter cookies that are super tasty at Trader Joe's. This is a seasonal item. You can't get it any other time. The tin is also really cool, and please reuse the tin afterwards, you know, just being environmentally conscious. Repurpose it for, you know, keeping nicks and knacks or storing your kids' your kids' toys or something like that. But these butter cookies are great. Another thing I get at Trader Joe's is the hot sweet jalapenos. Very tasty. They're chips, original, and they're nacho chips. And again, I don't know, some of you may not know, but Trader Joe's is one of those places where you can shop and not necessarily have to look at the back of the label for adulterants, for high fructose corn syrup, or just like egregiously toxic ingredients, right? So that's one of the reasons I shop at Trader Joe's. You can get these kinds of things, right? I like Doritos, but I don't eat Doritos, the brand, because there's a bunch of junk in them. So I just get this variant, and you know, you can read the back label. It's good, and it's very tasty. I get the jalapeno pepper hot sauce. I love it, especially when I'm making tacos or burritos. And that is pretty much it. So obviously I have more things in the pantry and more things in the fridge, but on my recent shopping trip, this is what was purchased. Ooh, and last but not least, because it's the holidays, I got a mini poinsettia as decoration for the table because it's the holiday. And this is super cute and it smells great. If you have it at your local Trader Joe's, I highly recommend it. They're pine cones, they're scented, and the scent is actually therapeutic. In traditional Tibetan medicine, these kinds of scents, the pine scent, this balsam scent, because they have some balsam to it. They've added balsam scent to it. It's therapeutic in certain concentrations, and we actually have in the chapter of sort of communicable diseases, one of the ways to immunize yourself is to concoct a blend of these kinds of scents, aromas, into a pill or a sachet, and to smell it in the morning and then later on in the day, and it helps with granting the user or the person that's just inhaled immunity to communicable diseases. So get these, they smell great, they look great, and they may confer some assistance in, you know, all that we're dealing with the pandemic and communicable diseases, flu season, all that stuff. So stay safe out there. That's what I purchased on my recent grocery run. I hope that was useful. I'd love to hear any comments, questions you may have. Leave them below and I'll respond. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll I'll see you soon.